Roger.
20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Roll's completed.
Roger, roll complete.
There goes the pitch.
Roger, pitch. You're on your way, Molly Brown.
Yeah, man.
We're a little bit high on the flight path, but no problem, Molly Brown.
Okay, Molly Brown's go for staging.
Roger, looks good from here.
Roger. Look, update received.
Roger, update.
Okay, there was staging.
Roger, stage.
And we're thrusting.
Okay, thrust looks good from here.
Show full scale route to there. Okay, we're starting to steer. The horizon's got right in view.
Roger.
Our DS is go.
Looks good from here.
Oh man, look at that.
Steering is good from here.
Stand by to copy 2-1.
Roger.
Delta V 139. GMTRC 155547. GETRC 013147. Roll left 55. GMTRB 160531. Roll right 65.
Roger, copy Delta V 139. GMTRC 155547. GETRC 013147. Roll left 55. GMTRB 160531. Roll right 65.
Roger.
Falcon Island, Capcom. Go ahead. Roger, your Texas burn will be 48 feet per second for 73 seconds. Okay, 48 feet per second for 73 seconds. So far we got your TR and Gemini load in. Your clocks look good on the ground. Everything's go here. See you next trip.
Molly Brown, Cape Capcom.
Go, Cape Capcom.
Look better from there than on a ballistic flight?
Say again?
Does it look better from there than on a ballistic flight?
I can't read the girl.
Roger, how do it look?
It looks great.
Right.
Carnarvon, Capcom, K-Flight.
This is Carnarvon, go ahead.
Ask him if any of the things we asked him to try did anything with the control system. I'm not concerned about it, just want to know how it acted. As far as we're concerned, he's go for the second orbit.
You still got a blood pressure, John? We didn't read it.
Hey, sir, okay, I'll give you another one.
Okay. Just wondered if he was breathing. Pretty spectacular up there, huh? Pretty spectacular.
Welcome, guys. Good to see everybody. It's 12:42 p.m. Wednesday, June something, June 3rd, and I am here with you guys, hanging out probably about an hour. My daughter just went down for a nap, so I'll be hanging out with you guys until she wakes up. Maybe a little sooner than that, depending. I might stream for just about an hour, and then might hop on some Division. My buddy, all my buddies, either still in the Navy, my buddy's in the Army Corps of Engineers, and he's off for like a week. So we might play some Division after this stream. But welcome to the stream, guys. What's that sound taken from? Cookie Monster. Oh, Cookie Monster. That was, which one was I playing? Was I playing John Glenn or Gus Grissom? I actually don't know which one I was playing. I had my headphones off while that was going. It was either the John Glenn or Gus Grissom flight communication. Freedom 7, John Glenn. It might have been. I'm not too sure which one it was, but all those flight recordings you can find on NASA's website and stuff like that, archived, and it's really interesting to listen to. I have a bunch downloaded, but welcome, guys. The Crystal Pepsi guy, Robin, Cookie Monster, A Broken Shovel, Hugo, Heart Manga, Darth Ren, Quick Bricks, Mystery Dude, K2, Wayfez, Esteban, Star Killer. What's going on, guys? When are you doing Clone Wars reviews again? I literally just uploaded one today. Bryce, good to see you, man. Magano, welcome one and all. So yeah, Battlefront for the second time in maybe 2 weeks is crashing at launch. Apparently it's a big known game-wide issue. I saw Jay tweeting about it, that they're going to be trying to fix something, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, what's up, Ken? Good to see you, man. Ken Knapsack is in the room. Everybody say hi to Ken. I met him out when I was out in LA, the glorious land of Los Angeles, and he was kind enough to chit-chat with me at a really cool Star Wars themed bar called Scum and Villainy. We also grabbed some dinner. What was that place called that we got dinner at? I wish we had more time to chit-chat. Maybe next time. Maybe next time, but good to see you, man. Powell, hello, Greta, how was your day? It's going good so far. Pretty uneventful. Me and my daughter just been playing. Yesterday I took her to the zoo and we were there for a long time and she was worn out by the end of the day, man. It was hot as hell. And she saw a bunch of animals. She loves the zoo. I bought me and my wife a yearly membership to the zoo. And, you know, we've already gone 4 times in the past 6 months. With this yearly membership, we only have to go like 2.5 times for it to pay for itself. So I figured the older my daughter gets, the more we're gonna go, because she loves looking at the animals and we like going. It's a little educational. We can. It's fun. It's fun. Pig and Whistle Pub. There you go. There you go. It was good. Had the bangers and mash. Can't go wrong with some bangers and mash. Bryce, wait. There is a Star Wars themed bar in LA. Yeah, it's called Scum and Villainy. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. When me, Alex, and Molly from Star Wars Explained got there first, and we just kind of, like, nobody was in there. We got there when they opened, and it was just really cool, you know, just walking around. It got packed by the end of the night. Got packed. It was really neat, though. It was really cool. What is your favorite animal? Stormtrooper. At the zoo, particularly? Well, since I'm talking about the zoo, I'll talk about the zoo animals. I love watching the primates. I love looking at the gorilla exhibits. It's fascinating. Cousins, absolutely fascinating. I mean, I think that goes for anybody that goes and sees gorillas at a zoo, or anywhere for that matter. But you can sit there and watch them all day, you know, all day. You can sit there and watch them. Yeah, it's really neat. Like observing ourselves, kind of, through the glass. It's interesting. How many plush toys does your daughter have so far, Greedo? Esteban, a lot. She has a lot of plush toys. Only one Star Wars one, Chewbacca one. Most of them, man, have little plastic bits and stuff like that for eyes, and it's hard, you know, most of them say, like, for 3 years or up. She's 15 months, you know, and, so I got her a Chewbacca plush doll from Galaxy's Edge, and she loves it. I'll say, "Where's Chewbacca?" And she'll, like, look around, and then I'll say, like, "I think he's in your room." And she'll look at me, and then she'll start crawling towards her room, and Chewbacca's laying there. Or this morning, she had some milk, and she was sitting on the couch with me, drinking her milk. And I said, "I think Chewbacca wants some milk." And she looks at me, and she takes her cup and grabs Chewbacca by the back of the head and, like, puts Chewbacca's mouth up against the sippy cup. It was really cute. But yeah, she has a lot of plush dolls. Only one Star Wars thing, though. What is your favorite soundtrack from the OG Star Wars trilogy? Well, yeah, my all-time favorite Star Wars stuff is pretty much from A New Hope. That's just my go-to. So I'm gonna say A New Hope. You know, it started it all. I just love it. My favorite theme from that movie, it might be the Twin Suns theme or the throne room, or yeah, the medal ceremony theme. I love it, but I don't know. It's hard to pick. I really like the sequel trilogy music as well. As I interviewed the sound director for Jedi Fallen Order, and we talked about the music and stuff like that, and he said that his favorite music is from The Force Awakens. I believe that's what he said. It was either his favorite or one of his favorites, but I'm pretty sure he said it was his favorite. He described it as a little more grown up, and it's just kind of interesting to hear it from a guy like that, you know. Favorite soundtracks from a movie outside of Star Wars, HP man. Golly. Apollo 13. The Right Stuff. The Right Stuff has a really great kind of like adventurous soundtrack. It's very, I don't know. Yeah, it's just very adventurous and often very feels patriotic and upbeat. I love it. I love it. There's a lot though, man. I could go on, but what's up, Eli? What's up, Gian? Gian? I'm an idiot. I apologize. What's your favorite music theme from the Clone Wars? Ooh, I really don't know. To tell you the truth, nothing's really hit me. Nothing's really stood out to where I could hum it. Like legitimately, I can't think of a single thing that out of all the episodes that I've watched, something new that I could remember. But oh, Hugo, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of the stream, man. I was looking down at my desk chair. If you guys saw a post that I put on Twitter maybe 2 weeks ago or so, my desk chair is just like completely shedding, and the floor, the office floor, is like, it looks like confetti, but it's not confetti. It's pieces of my desk chair, and I need to get a new one for sure. But Hugo, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this afternoon, man. I greatly appreciate that. Hugo says, have you seen 38 Reimagined? Yes, I watched it right around the same time that it came out. I actually made a video about it, Hugo. Right around the same time that it came out. You know, I appreciate what they were trying to go for. I actually didn't like how they spliced scenes from the movie in there, because it kind of threw off the pace that they were trying to go for. You know, they were going for a little more, not necessarily modern, but a little faster, and I don't know. I appreciate what they were going for, though. The way I talked about it in my video was that I wish it was like a true reimagined scene, in terms of, like, we know the history between these two characters now, right? Obi-Wan, Anakin, Darth Vader. We know the history between these two characters. To really reimagine that scene with all the known history that we're familiar with now, I think it would have been really great to kind of add some dialogue in there about the history, just about their friendship and about the falling out. I think something like that would have been way more powerful than just kind of trying to recreate bits and bobs of the actual fight itself, you know? But overall, you know, I always appreciate fan projects like that, even if they don't really hit me and they don't do much for me. Just on like a visceral level, just on like a deep appreciation level, I love fan projects because they all come out of a project of passion, you know? But Hugo, I appreciate that, man, and check out that video if you want a little more in-depth discussion about it. Eli, is there a frustrating project in your new house you are working on? We're not in the new house yet. Our new house is being built. It's going to be 6 to 7 months. So we sold our house. They're building they're starting on all the permitting processes and stuff like that, and we go to the design studio soon and all that kind of stuff. It'll probably be late July by the time they start putting down foundation and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm gonna say, yeah, we'll probably be moving in like November. So it'll be like 6 to 7 months. And in the meantime, my parents were cool enough, and they you know, they're really cool people, and they're very laid back. They let us move in with them and kind of take over half of the house while our new house is being built. So got very lucky that we're able to do that. Save some dough. Definitely creates a way less of headache, you know. Because, you know, like in my area, it's almost, there's so many new houses being built that it's almost cheaper. It is cheaper to build a new house than buy an already established house. Like in my parents' neighborhood, these houses are 25 years old or so. And in my parents' neighborhood, the houses that are 25 years old are going for a lot more than the houses that are comparable, brand new construction, more energy efficient, that are brand new. It's weird. It's weird. The area we're moving is going to be the new area. You know how all towns, all cities, a suburb starts and then another suburb pops up next to that suburb, and that old suburb starts to go downhill, and then the new suburb takes over, and then that suburb 25, 30 years from then starts to go downhill a little bit, and more houses get popped up outside of that suburb. And it just, you can watch it on a map, go from here to there to there to there, and the quote-unquote good spots, or the new sought-after spots, just continuously migrate. It's very interesting. So I think just right now is because that area that we're moving to, it's not as built up yet. There's a lot of construction around there, so once it's established, you know, I'm sure the prices will go through the roof. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited, Eli, for sure. It'll be nice. My new office is a lot bigger than my old office. My old office, like, if I sat in my chair, I had about 2.5 feet behind my chair until like I could turn around and my knees would be hitting my dresser. So like there was barely any room. So I'm very excited for this new office. You would think building a new house would be more expensive, Lewis. I think it's competition. Truthfully, I think it's competition. There's so many builders out there. So many new neighborhoods and subdivisions being built. I mean, so many. And I think it's just a competition thing. So, yeah. What is your favorite Halo game, if you ever played those? I've only played the first Halo game ever. The only Halo game that I've ever played is the very first Halo game on the original Xbox. And I never played the campaign, and I only played couch multiplayer with a couple of my buddies. That's the only Halo I've ever touched. So, you know. Battlefront 2 crashed. I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, that same for me. It's a known problem. Jay, the community manager, was tweeting about it. I guess they're looking into how to fix it. This is the second time in about 2 weeks that has happened for me. So, yeah. What's up, Sofa Sith Lord? Good to see you, man. Afternoon, Greedo, and fellow fleeters. You might be the only fleet member on here right now. I'm not too sure. Zoetrope Arts, do you have a hobby like drawing or playing a musical instrument? I used to do both quite a bit. I used to play the guitar a lot. I had a band in high school. I always picked up my acoustic. I had a nice Gibson that I used to rock out to at Battle of the Bands. But I honestly haven't really picked up my guitar in probably 10 years. I mean, to tell you the truth, I still have, you know, I still have all the guitars and stuff like that. But I've always wanted to incorporate a little bit of acoustic, some kind of like, I don't know, into my channel. Some songs and stuff like that I think would be fun to do something very different. But yeah, I have a few ideas floating around in my head. If I ever get to them, we'll see. But yeah. Appreciate that, Alan. What console or consoles do you own? At the moment, I just have an Xbox One S and a Wii U, and yeah, those are the consoles that I have. I rarely play very many consoles, man. Let me take a sip. Yeah, I rarely play consoles, man. Whenever I buy a new console, I always have big ambitions to play it constantly. But it usually just turns into like a box on my TV stand, and you know, every few months I'll fire it up and maybe jump into a game here or there. The game that hooked me was Red Dead Redemption. I have like 50 hours in it, and I'm like 50% done with it. Eventually I'll beat it, but like, I like exploring that game, you know, I'm in no rush. My wife got me Rocket League for Father's Day, and I've been having fun with that. I haven't played it online yet, just because I don't have an Xbox Live account. You know, I rarely play my consoles, and so there's no reason for me to get a Live account. I would never use it, but I might pay for 1 month of Live just so I can mess with it online. But shit, I have a hard enough time playing against computers. What's up, Nappin? Have you been lately, Greedo? I haven't caught up with you much, but I'm watching each vid at least. Nice, man. Things are going good. Things are really good. Busy. A lot of, you know, building a new house. Bunch of shit going on. Super busy, but it's good, man. Got some freelance gigs and continuously working on Hello Greedo. Set my alarm for 4:30 every morning. Have the coffee pre-ready by 4:20. The coffee starts brewing. 4:30 my alarm goes off. So I wake up, walk to the kitchen, pour myself a hot cup of joe, sit my ass down in the computer chair, and start making some videos. I need one good night of sleep. It's been a while. People did not like the Wii U. I never understood why. It's a good console. Mean boy. I liked it. I played it quite a bit. Me and my wife played Mario Kart all the time, and I had a lot of fun playing it. I haven't turned it on in a very long time, and that's just not anything against the Wii U. It's just me. I rarely play any games on the couch, but yeah. My favorite Rogue One character out of the Rogue One crew specifically. Jack. Chirrut Imwe. Without a doubt. He was my favorite character in that movie. No question about it. He was an interesting character, you know. He had some depth to him. I really liked him. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. Afternoon stream indeed. My daughter's down for a nap. She's been asleep for maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And she could either wake up any second now, or she could go for another hour and a half. We'll see. You can never, ever tell. Nice, Chris. Off for summer vacation, living the best teacher life now. Yeah, that sounds like a dream. I still have ambitions to become a teacher. That was my plan after the Navy, was to get a degree in computer arts. I only have a year left until I get my bachelor's in it, but I just, you know, I did a lot of stuff going on, Maybe eventually, but that's still my ultimate goal, is to once my daughter's a little older, and if we end up having another kid, once that kid is a little older, to finish off school and become a teacher and live that life. Have summers off, do some freelance in the summer, do a bunch of Greedo while I'm being a teacher, and I think that'd be fun. What are the cons of fatherhood? Night Guard 1. I don't see anything as a con, to tell you the truth. It's just a shift in lifestyle. To see fatherhood as a con, or anything that's associated with it as a con, is maybe to be a little, I don't know. Well, maybe to define it as a con. I would never define it as a con. Like I said, it's just a shift in lifestyle. But I don't know. I think it would be a little self-centered you created this human being, and it is your complete duty in life to, no matter what, be there for the kid, help the kid. Everything else is on the back burner. Everything else is secondary. So no, nothing's a con. You know, if I find that I don't have enough time to work on stuff, I make time. I set my alarm even earlier. You got to make time. You know, it's just time. It's time. But yeah. Who's your favorite hero or villain to play as in Battlefront? Jacob Kelly. My favorite hero is Han. My favorite villain might be Bosk. I really like playing as Bosk. Yeah. I haven't Googled Star Wars in a long time. I used to, like, every couple of days Google Star Wars and look at the news and see what's new. A lot of the time it's just making a bunch of shit out of nothing, right? Taking quotes out of context, spinning it to the person's own biased worldview. It's very interesting to see people's words, especially actors and stuff like that, be taken out of context and spun. And even things that are like said in jest or in like a joking manner, if you hear them, it has a completely different impact or completely different interpretation than if you were to read them. You know what I mean? Text communication or reading quotes that are just in text form can be a lot different than text that or quotes that you hear spoken. There's a lot of verbal communication that gets lost when you read something in text form, you know? It's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting. What content would you like to see added to Battlefront? OSWP. I actually have a video scheduled to upload tomorrow about the one map that I really want to see added to the game, and it's Coruscant. That's really my #1 thing that I really want in the game as of right now. A nice, shiny, bright, top-level Coruscant map. Yeah, that's kind of what. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Sofa Sith Lord, the extremists, and extremist is a weird word. I don't. Some people twist whatever they can to push their side of the argument, and that's 100% true. Oftentimes, sometimes you'll watch some of those videos and you'll hear a quote being said, and then the quote is 20 seconds of the video, and the next 10 minutes is just the person going on and on about something that they don't like, and the quote wasn't even meant to be taken that way. And it's very interesting, like you said, how things are spun. And it's not new. It's not a new thing. It's not exclusive to Star Wars. I mean, that is talk radio 101, man. Everything is talk radio now. YouTube has become talk radio. Just opinions without much validity, and there's nobody there to check you when you're speaking. Imagine how awesome it would be if somebody was sitting next to some of these people going, hey, that's not exactly how it was said. Hey, that's not what that means. Hey, that's not exactly true. They're not banning the word fucking younglings from Star Wars land. Hey, you don't have to post that video today. Let it sit. Let the story sit for a day and then post instead of having to correct yourself the next day. I know that AdSense revenue is just waiting to burn a hole in your pocket. I know you really want those views, but hey, have a little patience, because sometimes stories turn out to be bullshit. You don't want to look silly. I appreciate that, mean boy. Yeah, I'm getting back into the Clone Wars. Like I said in my video, it's just been a kind of a hectic couple months, and I haven't really had time to sit down and watch episodes and stuff like that, but I'm kind of getting back into the groove for sure. What was your favorite video to film, Jacob Kelly? Ooh, that's tough. The video's okay now. I don't really care for it, just because the series of videos that fall under this are a little, you know, I'm a different person now than when I made these videos. But the Inside Star Wars Revenge of the Sith opening scene, where I'm in like a blaster battle with Jar Jar, it was a lot of fun to film, because, you know, it took a little creativity and multiple costume changes and like rotoscoping, and it was just fun to make. That was probably my favorite video to film, just because it was a little bit of a challenge and I taught myself how to do that kind of stuff. But other than that, one of my favorite videos to make was a Stormtrooper's Guide to the Universe. It's just kind of like a space educational video that I really wanted to make for a long time, and I'm proud of it, you know. Jai Wilkins, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this afternoon. I greatly appreciate that. I'm doing an overnight at the hospital. Kill me now. Well, you're doing something important. I know it probably sucks and it's monotonous and tedious and all those other synonyms, but I appreciate what you do. Everybody in the world appreciates what you do. But maybe you can toss me in your ear for the next few minutes and we can hang out for a bit. But hopefully your shift's almost over. An overnight. What time is it there? An overnight. But yeah, man, I appreciate that support. Once again, thank you for what you do. I'm a true hero. There you go. Looking out for rich white old people. I'm a true hero. It's 3 a.m. Okay. What is considered the end of an overnight shift? $7 a.m. Okay, 4 hours left. 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, you know, that's if I was to work a shift like that, a night shift has always appealed to me. When I was on the boat in the Navy, when I was on deployment, I was the only person on the ship that did my job. I was the only AZ that was deployed with this squadron, and I could basically make my own hours dependent on when the bird was flying. And sometimes the bird would fly at night. The bird is the helicopter. It would fly at night, or maybe it wasn't a fly day and I would just stay up for the night shift. I always loved night shifts for whatever reason. So I don't know. I've always liked working night shifts, but yeah, you know, 4 hours to go. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. But I appreciate that support today, man. What are your plans for July 4th, HP Man? Me and my wife are going to go over to her grandma's house her grandma has a really cool pool in her backyard, and her entire family is out of town, and her grandma is included in that out-of-town group. So it's gonna be me, my daughter, and my wife hanging out in the pool. We're gonna grill some brats, and it's just gonna be a fun, just low-key hanging out. And then that night, I bought some ribeye steaks. We're gonna grill some ribeyes on the grill. And my wife and I have a tradition. Usually either on July 4th or the night before July 4th, we watch Jaws, and it's just kind of our 4th of July tradition. But yeah, looking forward to it. I need to. All of our shit is boxed up. Oh man, my daughter's moving. She might be waking up, guys. That was a short nap, if that's the case. What was I saying? Oh yeah, everything is boxed up into my parents' garage right now. I'm gonna have to go out there and dig through some boxes later this evening and try to find our box of Blu-rays so I can find Jaws. But yeah. You know what, guys? She's wiggling quite a bit. I have a suspicion she's gonna be waking up soon. And I have some stuff I need to knock out before she does. So I'm gonna hop off here and try to get some stuff done before she pops her head up and starts to try to crawl out of the crib. Let's see. Get that stuff done, and if she's still asleep, I'm gonna play some Division with my buddy who's off for the day, or off for a week, government job. I'm just watching her right now. She's kicking. Alright guys, let's see. So tonight is the supporter Q&A. If you're a member of the fleet, feel free to hop on around 6:30, 7 p.m. I'm probably going to start at around 7 p.m., but if I'm able to earlier than that, I'm going to. So, be around, I guess, and I'll hop on when I can. I can't really predict when we're going to... having a kid is everything's unpredictable. So, probably around 6:30 or 7. Just keep an ear out for it. But, supporter Q&A tonight if you're the super chat. Oh, I addressed it. I talked about it early, right when you did it. Did you not hear it? Hugo? Did you guys hear me talk about Scene 38? Jai Wilkins? Yeah. I see Hugo and Jai. Yeah, I talked to Hugo. I mean, not Hugo. Jai. I'm on the top floor of the hospital. Greedo, check your Twitter. Nice. Let me see. Nice. Here's a low quality photo of Sydney from my workplace. Nice. You know what that reminds me of? Me and my wife just finished watching Chernobyl, and if you've seen Chernobyl, for whatever reason, this picture reminds me of that, just because the far off distant lights, and I don't know why. But cool, thanks for sharing that, man. That's neat. What is that? Is that a planet that's at the tip top there? Or is that a plane that's flashing at the perfect time of you snapping this picture? Alright, yeah, she's rubbing her face. Timothy! Speaking of the topic, super chat for being a responsible dad. Well, I appreciate that, Tim. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this afternoon, man. Responsible dad, as responsible as I possibly can be. It's all about her, as it should be. So I'm going to hop off here, Tim. But I appreciate the hell out of that support this afternoon. It's time. She just ate lunch. She had an entire avocado. I cut up an entire avocado. It's one of her favorite things to eat. I gave her a peanut butter jelly sandwich, half of a banana, and then she had some Cheerios. She is a big eater. Other kids like are so picky with eating and barely eat anything. She just devours food, man. She loves it. Don't have to worry about her eating for sure. But I appreciate that, Tim. All right, guys, I gotta hop off. I will talk to you all tonight. If you're not a member of the fleet, you can still tune in to the supporter Q&A tonight. Feel free to just hang out. You won't be able to chat, but you know, it's always a fun vibe, and it's always just kind of like a low-key podcast, and we always talk about interesting topics and stuff like that. So I will catch you all on the flip side. Timothy, Jai, and Hugo, thank you for the super chats and channel support this afternoon. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya.